It's the first time I've entered a workshop, Cammy said, grinning at both Claire and Hannah. You see the live streams, but seeing it in person is a completely different experience. I was surprised that you were able to let us enter. She tucked back some of her blonde hair behind the left ear. Entering the area with the portals related to their levels, below 20, adventurers were everywhere, either going into one of the portals or just leaving to head off to someplace inside the guild. There were various small groups sitting at tables close to the walls, where they recapped what had happened with the jobs. Smiling, Claire answered, "It's not that big of a deal. We just need to be accompanying the adventurer to let them inside." It's even surprising how the portal itself has a security function to prevent non-owners of the workshop from entering, Hannah added. With their weapons inside the workshop, Claire had offered to meet them at the portals, while Hannah and she ran to get their gear. But when Cammy and Don had learned that they would be going to the workshop, the two had requested to see it. They had spent a lot of time looking at the ovens and the containers of raw material before heading over to the portals. "I'm looking forward to when both of you finish making the throwing daggers," Cammy said to Claire. Noticing the confused expression on Claire's face, Abby offered an explanation. "I'm guessing it's related to the jobs where you have to be stealthy?" Both Hannah and Claire were curious upon hearing jobs where the throwing daggers would be useful. "Don't get too excited. Neither Don nor I am ready to take on those jobs." Cammy held up both hands. "Then, why do you need them now?" Claire asked, hearing that the two weren't ready for jobs that needed throwing daggers. A part of her worried that maybe they were too early with the product inside the underground city. "We still need to practice using them," Don explained, laughing. "It's not like we're trained to use throwing daggers during basic training, though they do such things at the higher tier units." When Claire looked to her sister, Abby nodded. "Most of our training is to get our bodies used to combat and train with combat knives and semi-automatic rifles. Throwing daggers haven't been widely used in a while, so it's a skill many of us need to practice." Appreciating the explanation, Cammy nodded at Abby. "We could head to the store and get some, but they're pretty pricey. Since you guys are still developing your skills, I imagine that you'd sell your items for less than the market value." Claire nodded at Cammy's words. It wouldn't be reasonable for them to sell the product at the full price, considering the stuff they'd create would have a lot of flaws. From what Dragny had told them, they'd need to work on the balancing of the daggers. Both Cammy and Don grinned from Claire's answer. "That's great. It's one less thing we have to worry about, and one of the reasons why we want to do some jobs with the two of you," Don explained. As he looked at the line of portals with people entering and exiting them, Don pointed at one near the farther side from the entrance. "That's the one. I heard some nice things about that portal." The six of them slowly navigated their way through the crowd of adventurers, occasionally offering an apology from bumping into someone. "What's special about this portal?" Abby asked when they were in front of the glowing portal that hovered in the air between the intricate and delicate-looking arches. Approaching the portal, one by one, they walked through it. Compared to the other location, Claire saw a large mountain range outside the window of the guild inside the simulation. There are also more people walking about, many of the adventurers being Demi-Humans. It looked far more established inside of the wooden guild. It's due to the higher traffic of people going in and out of the town. Based on what I know, this place has more merchants traveling between several major cities, and this location is a convenient stopping point, Cammy explained.